So let's say you went to the library, right? You had this great plan for what you're hoping to do. And then you get to the library and you start looking up Twitter, start looking up YouTube, and you get completely off track. Or you do kind of more what happens to me, you start talking to somebody and then you just lose a lot of time. It's not necessarily wasted time, but there's the good, better, best thing, and this is not the best for you right now. The best thing would be actually to get your work done, but you're not able to. So what do you do from that point? Well, I think it's really important to see yourself not as who you are, but as who you can become later on. And I think this is really valuable to do because if you do this in this difficult moment, you can be like, hey, I made this mistake. Maybe I've made it 3 days in a row, but today can be the day I do something different and I change it up. Maybe I go only when nobody else is there. I go early in the morning. Maybe I go with a snack to keep me awake. Maybe I schedule something fun after just to incentivize yourself to actually do the work that you want to do. I think this is super valuable. It's important to make little changes when you make little mistakes because little changes, little mistakes, they lead to these big outcomes you were not even aware or even possible. But the thing is, you mess up enough times, all of a sudden you're at a completely different spot. If you lose 5 points on an assignment and then you lose 10, if you do that 10 times, that's 50 points that you lost. I actually had that happen in one of my recent classes. I got dropped from an A to a B because all these little points, they added up and it's crazy. Nobody's giving us a scoreboard on life as far as like A or B or C, like, hey, you didn't get a job. Hey, you did this wrong. No, God's very merciful and that's a whole different topic. But the thing is, you need to be okay with failing. You need to be okay with doing really bad. Because if you've never been super productive before, you've never done these things, you can't expect yourself to be super good right off the bat. And so it's super important to just be at peace with yourself and then be okay when you completely drop the ball, when everything just does not work out. You need to be willing to try again and face your struggle, face your fear. What is it you're struggling with? What is it that's holding you back? Is it steam? Are you getting on steam? What is it? You do something about it and then that thing doesn't really become a problem anymore. So instead of you'll be thinking about it while you're working on something else, you will instead be glad because you made that step. So it's just a little bit harder for you to get there. And if you can eliminate it, then great. But it's so easy to let a little failure shut down your whole creative process. And you don't want that. You want the failures to jumpstart the creative process, if anything. And that's been super helpful for me. This was day number 23 of Dallin's 3 Days of Value. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.